it's your friendly neighborhood Sunshine Squirrel. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking into Bay Lake Towers, and while our room is ready, we decided to head to Disney Springs for food and shopping. So let's eat and let's shop.
The cauliflower wings are here.
The spicy cauliflower wings. They come with a ranch dipping sauce. These are really, really good. These are the cheddar drop biscuits with jam. Not sure what type, but we'll find out. So this is the fried chicken salad, and it's actually a huge bowl. Okay. This is the chicken and dumplings. And then I got the fried chicken with donuts. These are actually Everglazed glazed donuts. It used to be 2 powdered donuts. And this is the sweet potato mash with a s'mores or marshmallow topping rather. Doesn't that look good? And I wanted to get this because I don't normally see a lot of people get this side dish. Normally it's the macaroni and cheese and the mashed potatoes. So we're definitely going to dive into all of this goodness.
Get all
We are back at the Contemporary now. Disney Springs was getting a little crowded, I think all the last minute Christmas shopping, but I wanted to recap my meal at Chef Arts to kind of give you guys a full dining review. They play music in there that's pretty loud, and in the past I have had some issues with getting copyrighted, so I wanted to talk about it after being out of the restaurant. So the spicy fried cauliflower are absolutely one of my favorite things to get there. Think about just like a chicken wing, but a healthier version, but they're still super crispy, and then they still are very soft and tender on the inside. The sauce that they put on them is a hot honey glaze, so it's the same sauce that they use for their thigh-high biscuits. So if you're a fan of those little sliders, you'll love the cauliflower. For my meal, I had the fried chicken and donuts, and the twist is that it's no longer powdered donuts like it used to be. It's actually now Everglazed donuts, and they were delicious. I will say that the Everglazed donuts tasted exactly like a Krispy Kreme donut. So if you're a Krispy Kreme fan, or you know about Krispy Kreme, or maybe you're like me and you used to have a ton of Krispy Kremes where you are and sadly they're no more, you can have that taste once again. And it's actually interesting because our waitress at Chef Arts was amazing and super wonderful. We loved her. She was telling us that they recently did a menu overhaul. So if it's been a while since you've eaten there, I would highly recommend looking up the menu before you go, just so you have an idea of what you want to get. For my side, I also had this sweet potato bake. So think about like a sweet potato casserole. And I'll say, like, I'm not normally a big marshmallow fan, but the toasted marshmallows on top were amazing. They were super, super thin and they were like crispy. So it almost made like a glaze or almost like a crust. Like if you are familiar with creme brulee, it really reminded me of that. It wasn't too sweet, and then the actual bake itself was still very soft on the inside. It was absolutely fantastic. I really wanted to get that because I don't see a lot of people get a lot of different sides besides the typical mashed potatoes, and they are famous for the macaroni and cheese. But if you want to try some other sides, think about that sweet potato bake, because you will not be disappointed. And then we also had the cheddar biscuits, and then our waitress also gave us some of the jam that they have. It is a blackberry jam, and it was fabulous. You have this kind of sweet and savory going on because the biscuits are that savory and a little bit salty, but then you have the sweetness from the jam. It was the perfect combination for this jam. So thank you to our wonderful waitress. You're absolutely marvelous, and we had a fantastic time. So I want to show you guys, if you're staying on Christmas Day, they do offer a special dinner. It's turkey, mashed potatoes, vegetables with turkey gravy, and they have a kids option available. A little arcade back here.
Oh my God, sorry.
The puck went over there. I never knew they had an arcade in the Contemporary Resort, guys. But look at this. Perfect thing to do if there's like rainy weather or you just need a break from the parks for a while. Pretty cool. Look at this Nerf arcade game, guys. It looks just like Toy Story Mania. I think we'll have to play it sometime when we're here. Pretty cool though. Get your practice in. It's giant Pac-Man that you can do as well. Look at this, guys. This is the world's largest Pac-Man game. Really, really cool. And so you just get a playing card for all these arcade games and you swipe it right at the bottom there. So right next to the main souvenir shop right out the window, you also have the Fantasia store over here. It also sells souvenirs. So it seems like the Fantasia room is more for kids. There's lots of toys. There's a Disney cruise ship, Disney castle, Disney monorail, or, you know, big kids too. They have dolls, and plush stuffed animals, even some board games. And then right on the end, out of the Fantasia store, you're gonna find the gingerbread house. And they even sell little treats here if you get hungry while you're looking at the gingerbread house. This is a Cinderella's Castle gingerbread house. I'm so happy to see these back again. This little contemporary gingerbread house and the little monorail going through it. And this is the main gift shop. You can even find designer clothes here, so if your luggage gets lost or you're just looking for something different, non-Mickey ear theme, they have you. Some Vineyard and Vine. But then of course they have, of course, your contemporary theme merch and then just otherwise normal Disney theme merch too. And they even have all of your merch for Christmas too. So if you forgot to bring some or you don't have some, never fear, they got you covered. Even with ears. This is one of the biggest gift shops of any resort I think I've ever seen. It does have windows where you can look at and see Bay Lake over there. And those are boats down there that you can rent. And then over there is Bay Lake Tower. Little quad. See if I can zoom in so you guys can see where you can sit and relax. But don't worry, we'll go through it all later. And I can't tell what that building is all the way out there. They even have Chef Mickey apparel. So they got this little kitchen towel, a little magnet, a little apron. And on the other side, you can get Mickey home in his little Chef Mickey outfit. A little coloring book, and even Chef Minnie. This is some of the new Platinum collection as well. Cups, Homestead collection items, and of course 50th merch, and even merchandise that's from the vault. So kind of the classic collection as well. I love that mug. Look at all of these mugs, guys. And I love this cup down here. It looks like one of the balloons, but it's a sipper. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Love that. Look at this cookie cutters. You got Cinderella's Castle, Fantasyland, Epcot, Ferris wheel that's in Disneyland, California Adventure, you have Hollywood Studios, and the Animal Kingdom tree. Tree of Life, love that. And then here's this balloon again. I love this as a resting. And then look at this little toothpick holder too. Love that. And then of course we got little orange birds. So here's some of the 50th anniversary collection too. honestly, this gift shop reminds me of a store on Main Street. They even have some things that I've never seen before, like this Big Thunder Mountain shirt, which I love. They even have resort specific ears, and they have a little monorail on them. And then on the back, it says Contemporary Resort. All aboard the highway in the sky. Very cool. And they even have a Loungefly bag there with the monorail as the handle. Another resort specific tee. And then you have even magnets and ornaments, mugs, and some art. Cafe, which is the quick service option. Chef Mickey's is a table service restaurant, and basically they have an all you care to enjoy family style feast. So their next meal is going to be dinner from 5 to 9:30. Adults are 59, children are 38. And then you can see that they have plant-based and protein-based options, signature items, and family style desserts. And it is a character dining spot, so you'll see the Fab Five here. Over here is Outer Rim, which is the lounge here. And we'll go inside Contempo just so you guys can kind of see it. So they do have some seating over here. They have a little market with a grab and go section, and then your height items you'll pick up over here. And they also have specialty desserts going on. So here you can see they have a flowers chocolate cake, peanut butter pie, lots of muffins, and then a white chocolate Mickey, which is so cute, and then a white chocolate peppermint mousse brownie. So this is the special dessert that they have. This resort typically has specialty desserts, and it looks like some of the desserts are missing. So I guess somebody got a little bit hungry. And then they do have Mickey Dome cakes upon request. So if you're celebrating anniversaries, birthdays, they got you set. And then you can see all the way down there, they do have pastry items. And we'll try Contempo Cafe sometime during this trip. You can mobile order from here, and then these are the hours for Contempo Cafe as well. This resort is that when you stay here, there are so many amazing lookout spots to see all of that Magic Kingdom resorts. You can see other resorts that are around here as well. Mickey topiary down there, and if you zoom in, that is a classic picture spot for staying at the Contemporary. So if you're going to stay at the Contemporary, you have to take your picture with, I guess I'll call him Iron Mickey. And then down there, right down there, guys, in the center there is the docks where you'll go down for boat transportation that will take you to Magic Kingdom and also take you to the Wilderness Lodge. The highlight of staying at this resort is that the monorail comes through the center, so depending upon your room level, you can get a really good shot, but you'll always be able to see it if you're staying in there. And there it goes. But Contemporary is definitely one of those classic resorts here to stay, especially if you want to stay at one of the original Magic Kingdom resorts. If any of you are wondering, the current temperature is 63 degrees and the pool is opened. I don't know if we're gonna go swimming during this trip. I typically need it to be pretty warm for me to want to go swimming, but if you are here, just so you know, the pool is open. And breaking news, the Magic Kingdom Railway officially reopened today. So for those of you that are going to be in town for Christmas week, now is your time to re-ride the train again. It is going to be a must-do for me. I know it's probably going to be packed, and I'm actually happy. We're probably not going to go into the parks today just because, like I said, this is arrival day for us, so we're just going to get settled, probably go to the grocery store and get everything that we need. But, you know, definitely this week is going to be a goal of mine. But I'm kind of happy I wasn't there in the parks today when it first reopened because I'm sure it was crazy. And look at that giant checker set down there. We will definitely be going down there and playing some checkers while we're here. We're outside now. Over there you can see the walkway that goes from the Contemporary to Bay Lake Tower, which is the DVC resort. And that walkway is actually right by the market. So you can take that to get over there, so you don't have to go outside at all. Here is the giant checkers piece that I was telling you guys, and you can play with this. I think this is really cute. Over at the Grand Floridian, they have a life-size giant checkers game. And then over here is that iconic Iron Mickey, where everybody has to get a picture taken if you're staying at the Contemporary or if you're coming to Chef Mickey's. It's one of my favorite spots to take pictures when I'm coming here. Oh yeah, this is a good time. As the Contemporary is a huge resort, and they do have a convention center, so there are definitely businesses that will host conventions here, different conferences, and what a perfect place to stay, right? I mean, you're maybe working and in business meetings, but you're at Disney. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. The Grand Floridian also has conference rooms, as does Coronado Springs. So there are lots of options at Disney to work at Disney, and I have to say, I hope one day I work for a company that lets me do that. Here we have a little splash pad that the kiddos can partake in. We got some water guns over here. We got giant Connect 4 again. I'm sensing a theme with giant classic games. And here's the pool. It's open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna go swimming this trip, but they do have a nice little pool here and a jacuzzi here where you could rinse off after you go in the pool. And I don't like to go super close to the pools, guys, just for privacy reasons. I don't want to show people in their bathing suits. There's an additional pool over at Bay Lake. So you see this wall of Bay Lake right on the other side. There is a pool there too. So if you're staying at Bay Lake, you have the option that you can use both pools, or you can just stay at your end of the resort and swim in that pool. And then over here, they have the sandbar that has little snacks and treats as well. And then here we can see a list of the recreational activities that they offer here. They have Movie Under the Stars, which is a pretty common thing that you'll find at all the Disney resorts, where you can watch your favorite Disney classics outside. They have fishing cruises. They do have a fitness center. They have a community hall where you can rent movies. You can engage in activities. They even have characters that will stop in. They have a running trail. You can book out a boat, and then you can even mobile order from the Contempo Cafe and they'll deliver it out here. And then of course, don't forget about the cabanas. So you can rent a cabana and then you can stay by the pool all day, which is a really nice thing to do, especially if you're considering a staycation. They do have bathrooms out here as well. So if you are swimming by the pool, you know that there's a place for you to go. You can see some cornhole. What does it say on here? 25 Days of Christmas on Freeform. And then down here, guys, is the marina. Some more games over here. We have a full pool table. And then, of course, like I said, this is where you're gonna go for your boat transportation. Over there, you can see some cabanas as well. We'll take a gander over there. And as you guys can see, if you rent a cabana, it does have its own private pool. So a little bit of some privacy, exclusivity there. Here's another shot of the pool. And then over here on the beach, they do have a volleyball net as well. And those rooms over there are the garden rooms. So they're also another option for you guys as well. So that if you are staying here at the Contemporary and you're looking for an option that's a little bit cheaper, you typically can find the garden rooms for a pretty good price. This is also a quieter pool. So if you're staying here and you don't want the music and all the little kiddos at the main pool, you can come to the quiet pool as well. And of course, the lifeguards over here also have games and activities for the kids as well. So absolutely, there's more than enough things to do if you're planning on doing a staycation. And I honestly think that Disney is one of the best places to do a staycation because they have so many activities for everyone as part of the resort. Fishing in the lake, as you can see, they have bluegill, catfish, sunfish, and largemouth bass that you can. And then over here, it actually looks like, guys, Watercraft transportation is unavailable from the Contemporary at this time, so unfortunately you cannot catch transportation here. You used to be able to, so it's saying that you can take the monorail, and then there are buses available. Watercraft is operating between Disney's Fort Wilderness, Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and Disney's Magic Kingdom, but not at the Contemporary, so that's a little bit sad. I do enjoy taking boat transportation when I'm staying at the monorail resorts because typically Polynesian and the Grand Floridian offer that as well. Those are some of the sun tracker boats that you can rent out just to take a cruise around the lake, or you can also take a fishing excursion as well. As you can see, just absolutely beautiful resort. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. They have a little inside thing.
This one that we're trying to trick you guys. We want to see if you guys know this movie.
Here's a list of the activities for December. They have the arcade, the community hall, I talked about, the cabana rentals, poolside activities, pin trading, tie-dye, campfire, you can now paint your own lighted ceramic castle. It's Mondays and Fridays. It's $30 plus tax, and it's from 12 to 2 p.m. So to book, you can either call. They do take walk-ups, but it's subject to availability, and it is super cute. Over here, they have Steakhouse 71, which is a signature dining location here. Over here, you'll find your check-in lobby for the Contemporary. Now, if you're checking in at Bay Lake Towers, you're gonna check in over there, but if you're staying at the Contemporary, you're gonna check in over here. They always have these cute little kids cartoon areas in the lobbies as well. And of course, they have some lovely little couches. I love the kind of retro Incredibles kind of vibes that we're getting already in the lobby. The rooms in this resort recently went over a massive overhaul and became Incredibles themed. So if you were an Incredibles fan, you are certainly going to love the new rooms here. There's Contemporary Grounds, which is your coffee shop here. They have all sorts of nitro cold brews, classic cold brews, juices, specialty teas and coffees, and then they even have seasonal beverages, and then they can even do latte art, so you can get little Mickey on there. All sorts of really cool, really fun. They even have pastries, you have gigantic donuts, all sorts of twists, and then they also even have real fruit smoothies as well. So if you're not a coffee or a tea drinker, they do have cold beverages as well. You have your first level, and then your second floor is going to be your banquet, meeting halls, and then you're going to take an escalator to the fourth floor where you're going to find more restaurants, shops, Chef Mickey's. But if you're dining at California Grill, you're going to step off the escalator here, and then you're going to take an elevator up to get to that restaurant. And then one of the nice things about the Contemporary that we talked about earlier, is part of the reasons why they can have work conventions here, is because they have these huge ballrooms and they have tons of seating areas. Look at this cute little chair they have where you can take a little photo op. More seating back here, and even a grand piano. And then you'll take this escalator to get upstairs to the monorail, Chef Mickey's, and the arcade. And then down this long luxurious hallway is going to be more conference rooms. So as you can see, if you're coming here for a conference, each of the different rooms has a specific name. So this is the Atlantic room, and you are welcome to enter. All right, guys, and coming up on our left is the market, which is going to have all of your grocery items. This is really helpful, especially if you're staying in one of the DVC rooms that has a full kitchen. You can get all your food and goodies here, and they always have a fun little trivia game out here.
It's like when my plate comes in 2025 at this rate.
Bacon and eggs for breakfast, juice, milk, cream cheese, deli meat. Notebooks, and some more merch. Cute book. So if you're dining at Chef Mickey's, it's an autograph book, but then it also has coloring pages and markers. So if you forget to bring your autograph book, you can get it here. They also have a caricature spot where you can have your characters done every day around 5 o'clock. And then if you're staying at Bay Lake, I wanted to show you guys where the walkway is. So you're gonna come in the direction of the gingerbread house. But of course, if you're staying here and it's not Christmas time and there is no gingerbread house, you're gonna walk in between the two gift shops here. Right next to the Walt Disney World 50th poster sign, so you can take your picture. And you're going to head right out here. Oh, monorail shot. And while we're out on this landing, I want to let you guys know this is a fireworks viewing spot. As you can see over there in the far left, they even have chairs set up, and those speakers that are currently playing Christmas music will pipe in the music for the fireworks show. Over there in the distance, you guys can see Cinderella's Castle, Astro Orbiter, and Space Mountain. I'll zoom in a little bit. But then as you guys can see, so right where we came from, that door right over there, let me zoom back out. Right from that door, you're gonna take that covered walkway, and it is actually inside. So if it's raining or there's inclement weather, you are enclosed right over to Bay Lake Tower, which is right here. And at the very top of Bay Lake Tower is Top of the World Lounge that had a recent renovation and now is the villains theme. So we're gonna hope that we can show that to you guys as well. And then sometimes you'll even see during fireworks times, depending upon your room level, some people that are staying in the Contemporary will just go out on those landings from their rooms and watch the fireworks right there. Here, off in the distance, you can see the train, it's working. And people are riding it. Like I said, guys, this was the grand reopening today. So there it is. Pretty cool. Is the walkway to Magic Kingdom. And then if you're staying at Bay Lake, you're gonna come right off from the bus stop. And here you are, you're gonna take this little path. So if you're staying at Bay Lake Towers, you're gonna use the same bus transportation of the guests that are staying at the Contemporary Resort. And the Contemporary Resort also shares buses with the Wilderness Lodge. So be prepared that if it's a busy time of year, or if it's, you know, at the end of the night, you're probably gonna have a crowded bus experience. They also have basketball hoops and tennis courts. So if you wanna get your recreation on, they have it for you here. Your reference, guys, straight ahead is the main lobby, and come out, you make a right of the main lobby, and then right here is the bus stop.
To the right is Disney-created Seven Seas Lagoon. To the left is Bay Lake. Nestled on the shores of Bay Lake are Disney's Fourth Wilderness Resort and Campground and Disney's Wilderness Lodge, home to Copper Creek Villas and Cabins, one of the newest additions to the Disney Vacation Club. This idyllic retreat features deluxe waterfront villas and cabins that combine the wonders of the Great Wilderness with the modern.
So guys, we decided to hop on the monorail and head over to the Polynesian for dinner. That's one of the nice things about staying at a resort that is on the monorails, that you have that option. And then just taking you guys around to see the gift shop here at the Poly. And you can see like gift shops at every single resort, of course, are going to be tailored to that theming. So here you're going to see lots of things from the Enchanted Tiki Room. And they also have lots of Disney Vacation Club merch. And of course, every resort has its own Christmas tree themed to the theming of the resort. So of course, on the Polynesian tree, we're going to see lots of elements of Hawaii and the islands. Very, very pretty.
No.
So these are the pulled pork nachos. It is Kahlua pork, cheese, chipotle mayo, pineapple, and tomato salsa. Served with house-made chips. The pork Kahlua sandwich is topped with a slaw and cheddar cheese, Asian noodles, and vegetables bowl.
Window might mess up the shot.
Did that work?
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, it's been a full day. We are exhausted, so I think we're gonna go to bed now. I didn't do a room tour today just because we were put in a different room than what we were intended to be put in, so we're going to be changing rooms tomorrow. So I'll probably show you guys the room tour once we're in our new room tomorrow, and maybe we'll have some story time about what happened today. But definitely make sure to subscribe, guys. We're going to be uploading vlogs all this week, showing you what it's like at Christmas at Disney right now. Like this video if you found it helpful or just enjoyable to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.